This video is brought to you by
Cool green clothing coming straight up out of that DMV. You know what it is. This that Baltimore designer right here. Come on now, come and show some love and show some support. Go online right now, coolgreenclothing.com, and make your purchase. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in this case. Everything is alleged. Y'all got to read between the lines a little bit to kind of see where I'm going with this one, so pay attention. For all the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you're feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, be sure to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. When you send your kid out the house in the morning to go to school, in our minds, they are in a safe, controlled environment and are learning skills, getting an education, so they could come into the real world with knowledge to hopefully succeed in life. We all know kids can be a handful, especially teenagers. Around about high school, for a lot of students, they are either finding themselves trying to cope with problems that might be going on at home or figuring out the next steps after graduation. Depending on the child's upbringing and support system, school can also be an outlet and escape. If your household is struggling, at least you know when you go to school, you will eat breakfast and lunch. Some schools even go the extra mile to give out food and clothes to families in need. Then you have the teachers. We all have had teachers we got along with that we felt had our best interests, and teachers we knew even as teens were only there for a paycheck. Some students build unbreakable bonds with their teachers to the point they become more like a mentor or second parent. They help mold the young man or woman, encourage them, and some kids even feel more comfortable telling their teacher what's going on with them and their personal lives more than their mother and father. Some feel like educators don't get paid enough for all they do, and bad teachers give good teachers a messed up reputation. But we never think an educator will put any of their students in a situation to land them in prison or a graveyard. But on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing a recent case of a high school teacher accused of taking one of his students on a hit to get rid of their ex-boyfriend. 38-year-old Matthew Biegel was stated to be a great teacher. Matt started as a substitute teacher in Baltimore and the surrounding counties before landing a permanent position at Reginald F. Lewis High School in Baltimore City. Matt was the agriculture teacher and was considered the cool one, who students all gravitated to. He would help them in the classroom and outside the classroom with issues in their personal life. Go to events with the students, even geek with them, and do TikTok dances and videos. Always motivating students to do better, never give up, and pursue their dreams. For the young men and women growing up in Baltimore City, their support meant everything to them. By 2023, Matthew had been employed at the school for 8 years and had built personal bonds with a lot of his students, including a young man who we will call Corey for the sake of this video. Corey, like most teens, was trying to find himself and was in an on-again, off-again relationship with another young man who we will call Jay. Corey and Jay will often have fallouts and fights, some which became physical, leading to Corey to talk to his favorite teacher, Mr. Biegel, about what was going on. As time went on, Matt and Corey grew a stronger bond. Mr. Biegel would invite his students to hang out at his parents' house where he lived at in Parkville to talk, laugh, and have fun. Around about this time, it was stated Corey might have been going through some things at home. Many felt Mr. Biegel was a teacher that cared, so he invited the young man to stay with him and his family out the county, in which Corey moved in. The two had become super tight to the point most understand a teacher shouldn't be that involved in the student's personal life, Even though his living arrangements changed, Corey still had issues with Jay. Their relationship was getting more and more shaky, and fights happening more often. In the summer of 2023, Corey allegedly went to Matthew telling the teacher he wanted to do something about the situation. The two then came up with a plan before they hopped in Mr. Biegel's parents' SUV and headed towards East Baltimore. Once they hit McElderry Street, Jay was standing outside when multiple shots went off, striking the young man in the face and back as he tried to run away. The SUV then sped off. Jay ran into a home asking for help. Someone in the neighborhood had already called BPD, who responded to the scene to find Jay suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital in critical condition. After healing up a few months later, when asked who shot you, Jay told police his on-again and off-again boyfriend Corey. He stated he also saw the car and who was driving it, allegedly telling police it was none other than Matthew. On April 23rd of 2024, a warrant was put out for Corey and Mr. Biegel for attempted first-degree hit, conspiracy to commit a hit, along with other charges. BPD went to Matthew's parents' house where they located him and Corey and took both of them into custody. Corey being charged as a juvenile and Matt to face a judge. As news hit the school in which Matthew is no longer a teacher at, students were in shock, stating he was the cool one who really cared and helped his class understand life. They never thought he would be accused of something like that. The SUV that Jay told detectives was the getaway car was also at Mr. Biegel's parents' house. Matthew was soon released on bail. After being hit with the charges, the news went to his parents' house to try to speak to him after his release, but no one answered the door for the interview. Jay survived the attack, and Corey is still being held. As of now, everything is alleged, and Matthew is innocent until proven otherwise. We never think as parents our child could be swayed by no other adult other than us. But the fact of the matter is, they do have other influences in their life. Whether they have a job, go to school, or just be around other adults in the neighborhood. The last things you expect is for an educator to take your child on a hit. We know a lot of teachers work hard and most are underpaid to deal with some of these bad kids. But even teachers should be watched on how they operate and interact with their students. It's a lot more I can say about this one. And certain details in the case I couldn't say if y'all can read between the lines of what's really going on. But without being too disrespectful, I'm going to leave this one open for discussion. Let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. Yeah, man, it's a crazy one. But I ain't going to talk too much more about this one. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all think. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This another episode of the Baltimore Way. This your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.